Which
Arnie, you've often talked about the importance of set pieces in this league. So to have 3 goals in the first half, all from corners, either first phase or second phase, how pleasing is that, and how important is it that you've improved at set pieces?
Now that's very pleasing. First of all, because that's the reason why we won. Second of all, because when I was just standing around your colleagues, people said, "Well played, well played." And I said, in my opinion, we've played better this season. We played okay to good, so we were okay to good, but it wasn't the best game of our season. We've played better when we've lost. We played better when we conceded set pieces. But as I always said, things went back to normal. We created quite a lot of chances from set pieces in the first part of the season. And almost every set piece we conceded went in. And today you could see exactly the opposite happening. I think one of their first big chances was a set piece that would have gone in the first 6 or 7 months, 100% sure. But now we didn't, and we start scoring from set pieces, and then things look much brighter and better than when you don't. And that's really pleasing. For us, for the team, and for our fans as well.
So the big question is, what's changed?
Things went back to normal, mainly because I just said that we've created quite a lot of chances in the first half of the season that constantly did not went in, or constantly, too many times did not went in. With being unlucky, we were a lot of times very close. And even today, we conceded a set piece. They scored one, and we could have scored. They could have scored a second one in the first half. That would have been the first one then, but you know what I mean. Maybe 1 or 2 small details have changed defensively, and offensively. I think our setup is slightly different. But the biggest reason is that things go back to normal. There was a period of time that we were 23 goals behind Arsenal in set pieces, including penalties, by the way. And we're still not on 3 goals away from them, but we've closed the gap a little bit. Although you never know what can happen this weekend with Arsenal, because wouldn't be surprised if they score 3 from set pieces this weekend as well.
When you say you played better this season, was it maybe just sort of on the hour mark when you was lacking a little bit of control or a bit frantic? Was that the big reference?
No, that has happened, I think, more this season, that there were 3, 4, 5 minutes during a game where we struggled a little bit. But as I said here so many times, usually in those 4 or 5 minutes the ball went in. And if that then happens on 0-0, you have a different feeling because you're 1-0 down than when it happens at 3-0 up. I don't think there was ever a moment that they were close to closing the gap to 1 goal. They scored the 3-1. I think we had the biggest chance on 4-1 with Cody Gakpo. Then it took a while before we scored the 4-1, which was scored by Cody Gakpo as well. Came back to 4-2. We were having our chance again. So it was never under real threat, but I could feel the nervousness in the stadium. Because that, and that's of course makes sense, because so many times this season we've given away a very comfortable lead, completely unnecessary, but it did happen. And the only thing, I never like to concede a goal, but if we have to concede a goal, I like it that with the first one of these we had 10 players in and around our box. And sometimes it's a bit of bad luck that then the ball just falls with these 1 or 2 players of them when we had 7 or 8 over there. Or quality by the individual who feels I have to be there, Suchek. And that is to a certain extent something positive, because we've conceded goals this season as well, where not all of our players were back.